as the business class. It was near to Mahatma Gandhi. The industrial working classes, they did not participated in the movement in large numbers. Why? Because somewhere the Congress was unable to convince them. The Congress somewhere supported the rich business class. It heard the demands of the rich business class. But what about the working classes? The working classes had launched certain freedoms. They wanted their wages to be increased. They wanted that their poor working conditions should be improved, right? They had started a movement against low wages. And they had started these movements against whom? Against the rich business class, who was very close to the Congress. So somewhere this industrial working class also felt aloof, right? It felt, it had that feeling of alienation, right? And that is why it could not be an ardent follower of the civil disobedience movement. But yes, the Nagpur region, the Nagpur region did saw the support for the civil disobedience movement. The industrial working classes were not happy with Mahatma Gandhi, were not happy with his supporting to the business classes, right? And that is why the industrial working classes did not participate in the civil disobedience movement in large numbers, except in the Nagpur region. Means Nagpur region did enjoy the support. As the industrialists came closer to the Congress, workers stayed aloof. But in spite of that, some workers did participate in the civil disobedience movement, selectively adopting some of the ideas of the Gandhian program, like boycott of foreign goods as part of their own movement against low wages and poor working conditions. Right? These movements were against the business classes only, and these business classes were the ones whom Mahatma Gandhi was supporting. There were strikes by railway workers in 1930 and dock workers in 1932. In 1930, thousands of workers in Chota Nagpur tin mines wore Gandhi caps and participated in protest rallies and boycott campaigns. But the Congress was reluctant to include worker demands as part of its program of struggle. It felt that this would alienate industrialists and divide the anti-imperial forces. Another important feature of the civil disobedience movement was large-scale participation of women. During Gandhiji's Salt March, thousands of women came out of their homes to listen to him. They participated in protest marches, manufactured salt, and picketed foreign cloth and liquor shops. Many even went to jail. In urban areas, these women were from high caste families. In rural areas, they came from rich peasant households. Moved by Gandhiji's call, they began to see service to the nation as a sacred duty of women. Yet, this increased public role did not necessarily mean any radical change in the way the position of women was visualized. Gandhiji was convinced that it was the duty of women to look after home and health, be good mothers and good wives. And for a long time, the Congress was reluctant to allow women to hold any position of authority within the organization. It was keen only on their symbolic presence. So we have gone through the reasons why civil disobedience movement did not saw the same shine when it was relaunched, because somewhere the Congress has dissatisfied its supporters. So class, you will go through this topic once again, thoroughly read it. Go through the thorough revision of this topic. If any query is there, you can raise your questions on the WhatsApp group. Thank you.